like the red arrows soaring in through mid. It's the Danes up through short side. And now in towards this B bomb site. But, oh, the USPs, quick response. They get a man into jungle, but he's now kind of trapped behind enemy lines. How much usage are they going to be able to get out of Borup in this position? Especially if he ends up being one of the last players alive, which seems to be the case now. Actually, it is just Nico left in the server. He was over towards short. And man, Heroic just got melted. They ran into that looking confident, like they had an idea, like they had a plan, and everything's the kind of... It feels like it emphasizes some of the things that, you know, oh, hang on a minute. I'll hold this thought. I'll hold this thought. Because we have a real skirmish in the apartments with these SMGs.
So
oh my God. They're running in with the enemy, man. Look at that. Pack animals. They just charge.
He's falling back now, though. I love this. I was going to say, we do tend to see this a little bit. It's a connector split. But good positioning here, though, coming in from MIBR. As I say that, it does get close. 1-on-2 situation now for Cadian. Picked up on flash, which is going to help him a little bit, at least to cross. Should be going down here, though, to bolts from the connector area. Oh, no, he misses.
Oh, no. They've given him a little bit of room. You don't want to give Cadian room. Oh, it's still close. And he gets the first, the immediate swing back in from Yell. That was a necessity. And the fact that he's having to do it with the USP, like you can imagine how anxious that would make you.
So much tension here. Players in smokes. Oh, Storm gets the kill. That pulls Cello away from connector. Oh my God, Storm is just such a beast. He's done so.
Cello goes down. MIBR had good positioning, but obviously with Yell going down the way he did, forced people to get a move on here instead. And this is Heroic getting the Bay bomb site. It's going to be for free now as well, with Bolts and Danico saving their weapons.
First fight, Storm, which pulls the player off connector, and even if Storm loses that next fight, you know, Cello's still in a position afterward where he's
of the same round that Heroic's been doing 2 times in a row now. Worked out once for them. It worked out the second time. And that's nice. I mean, I think Heroic does a really good job on choking out the MIBR players here. I think one of the things that I saw that FaZe started doing a little bit more was that when they noticed that teams got mid control, they try to take a ramp control instead, to kind of try and get an escape instead of just getting stuck on the bomb sites the way that we kind of saw MIBR just do. You are very much stuck once they come up in a ramp, connector, and potentially in pallet at the same time.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
That's unfortunate. 25 seconds left now. 2-on-2. Bomb still not planted though.
So very, very winnable position. Another tray, 1-for-1. Yeah, I would have liked to have been in a 2v1, but of course he, well, we won't talk about it. Cadian faking the plant there. He only has so much time to do that, obviously. Now, likely be forced to go for the plant. He won't have time to fake it again, and that's information Yell knows. We can creep forward. Cadian with the jump spot there. Doesn't realize how close Yell has become in his position, and he's going to manage to easily win the clutch. Nice timing from Yell. And
he's showing his teammates.
Yeah, he's sorry.
He's real sorry.
I'm so sorry, Bolts.
I hope it would have been cool if he had one of the sprays that says sorry, you know, like there's one that says that. Yeah, or easy.
Expect the surge, the majority of the players to come through mid, and there's only maybe one lurk here. You get one of those. That's fantastic. Does that change the plan for Heroic though? Do they want to go up to B now? Well, I look like they were investigating that opportunity, but Yell's picked off Tessus. Now it's desperation. They've only got cap positioning, so they have to go to B. Good trade from Cadian.
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, just Cello's position here is so hard to deal with, especially when you have SHZ in the CT spawn as well, mopping it up. Even if
you know, based around like the mini map and like heat maps and stuff, there's tools for that. You know, if you want like specifics in the server, like running teams executes against you, there's tools for that. It is very, very cool, the amount of stuff that we have, and I can't imagine how painful it was back in the day where it was just demo viewer time, you know, 6 hours to rewind the clip, everything just taking forever. But look at this, man. This round isn't taking forever. This is kind of breezed on by. I hope they'd have some time to just chat first. But now the bomb's down. We're into a 2-on-2. Heroic trying to get their second round. Yeah, back here in CT. Vanico over at the stairs gets double swung from sight. Now he at least knows where both players are, but that's only info for Yell. Now he's got to win fights with that info. And he spots one man behind the stack. There's the peak on his drop.
That's regular default first, you take over mid. You can always fall back, but Heroic seems to have other idea in mind.
Wow. Pick straight away there in the Palace position. Katie gets one as well. This was a terrible buy from MIBR. They really didn't have too much money to work with.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about the buy as well. We talk about utility a lot. Sure, could be said maybe Mirage less important than on a map like Inferno, for example, but nonetheless, you definitely don't want to come in empty-handed.
Yeah, it didn't really feel. I mean, MIBR so far is a team that we've seen opt for in those situations where it's like we can't get a full buy. We can get a couple of crappy buys. It seems like they like to get a couple crappy.
You know that you have a good % chance of winning the force buys, but at the same time, if you're not winning them, then it's just like, wouldn't it just be better to play weapon rounds? Little Palace play here from Heroic. This might come back to haunt MIBR. This is the first time we see that. As I say, though, Cello, 2 nice kills there from him. Tess is here to make a play.
Oh no, he shot. This is wild, man. They have Tessa's trap. There it is, right? Finally, they swing onto him from it, and this now leaves him staring into the wall, waiting for the push. Missed shot the first time around. Oh, through the smoke, he does claim the life of one. Bomb ticking away. Cadian still wasting time. This is expert use of the clock, but the nade out. Oh my word! And it looks like he's done it. Somehow, some way, Cadian wins that round. 5 on the board for Heroic, and Cadian.
Some information at least there on the hands of MIBR, but didn't get as much as they wanted to. That's a nice shot. Cello as well shuts it. Where was that? Shuts it down somewhere. Looks to be in mid as well in the connector area.
I like this from MIB through to the bomb sites. But here we actually had a spot where Heroic had to pause in mid, and during that pause, MIBR, they're not saying let's play more passive. They're saying let's find opportunities to get aggressive and to challenge before Heroic get onto a site. With that said, as I'm talking about that, let's say Storm is on a confident run there, able to take.
And we've seen this again and again from MIBR, opting a little bit more towards the street, towards B. That's a nice entry though for Cadian. Gets bolts, but then all of a sudden it gets flipped back into a 4-on-3 now. He has to respot Stanico, so they do have control of the truck, but that's about it. There's still 2 MIBR members here on this B bomb site ready to fight for it.
Oh, well, no, not for long, actually, as it turns out. There's now just one, and it's Cello with another one of these smoke hides, man. He loves doing this, does Cello. Now, will he get away with murder again? Making a murderer, this is it? No, okay, it's actually Cadian to snuff him out, no problem. So
at the moment, it's a fast B play here, though.
There it is, Cadian doing what he can. A quick double is nice before they even get onto the site. Always what you want to see. Borup in the pillar position, trying to see if he can just delay, but he can't. The issue is forced. Tessus now forcing the issue himself. Out the window, out into the open arms of 3 loving MIBR players, and they will have everything they want. The second pistol.
Them off.
oh dear. Oh dear. They've got players down through middle. They've got Yell up on Cat, and they are trying to get up in through connector. Okay, that's made life a lot easier now. Some pressure removed. There is still this under Palace player who currently was doing a pretty good job. Cello with the response, and it's music to our ears. But he's left in the 1v2, and Heroic with the ramp flank should have that locked in. Man, they snatch it away. Damn.
Yeah, I think I missed that. But yeah, it makes sense. 20 kills to his name. He's been, in terms of just... Ooh.
That mid-aggression. Storm out there in the open is isolated away from his teammates. Position, how deep is he going to go? And there we go. Balls, that's a beautiful kill. They waited for an info play, and there it is.
This should be an MIBR round, but never say never. There you go. Gets the read now as well, though, from Bolts. He gets the first, but yeah, here we go. Now it's just all up to Tessus. Not going to happen. A lot of money
I might be ready for, but there is already a man out in mid behind the boxes. Takes down, gets his kill, and now he can get out of there right now. It's almost like a kind of corridor, right, to only have to worry about fighting one angle at once, and that was jungle, but sadly he doesn't manage to get the kill.
MIBR hasn't done a lot of fakes. They've been really going to kind of where they've been showing themselves. So with them doing that execute and showing themselves a little bit on towards A, that's why you saw all 5 heroic members just leaving the B bombs right off the bat. It's not going to be a winnable round here for SHZ. He does get 1 kill though after the round is over.
From window to allow this boost to come in. So, you know, it's not like a big misdirection in like taking the bomb B and then going, that's brutal. It's not like they've misdirected in terms of, you know, like taking the bomb somewhere and then going somewhere else, but they have used misdirection to get a player boosted into window without Heroic knowing about it. So let's see if Cello's able to get anything done from here. With Cadian back in CT, he's being a real nuisance to these comm players, and the aggression at ramp drops the bomb. So yeah, it's a nice idea, right, to get Cello into this position, and he is the one man to get a kill for MIBR, but it hasn't really done much in the grand scheme of the round. He's probably just a dead man walking here in mid, and there it is for Cadian. He'll put 12 on the board. It does feel like a real uphill battle right now. Cello, one man who maybe could make a difference, is already out of the round. And there's even more where that came from. That's brutal, man. It's already over before it's even begun at this B site. Cadian even wrapping in through lower just to seal the deal.
The fact that they have lax nades and the AWP is, you know, it's not good. And beautiful, beautiful spot there from Yell. Actually catches Cadian going really aggressive with your better angle for Yell. Cadian not expecting that. And that's a great way to start off the round. It may be Heroic doubling down, though, in their mid efforts, because they still have presence here. Storm is still on the peak, has to fall back to the flash. Tess is close on the connector. He's going to swing for this one. Oh, we can't get the frag. That's huge. Although there is the nade follow-up from Storm.
On the fact that he's not moving, it is looking very likely that they're going to try and get their way into connector, but they have not spotted Borup. Just gets the 1 though. Still a 3-on-2 situation with really only Stavin here. And the timing, obviously.
I thought you would have seen him there, but oh, there we go. He goes back for it. And now pushing the smoke. Tess says, that's it, man. They get it done. Heroic